Y'all know what's going on. It's time for another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, and welcome to the show. Look here, let me get right to it about G-Money. You know, G-Money, he's orchestrating the move right now for Ty, because Ty's in the hole. He got caught up, and then went to the hole, and then they hit him with the pen investigation because they know he's trying to make a move, but they want to figure out what the move is, how it's going down, and they feel like, when I say they, I'm talking about the administration, they feel like that G-Money is the best one that they can catch up and just shut this whole thing down. They're trying to cut the head off the snake, and they're serious about it. And by putting Ty on pen investigation, they know he can't be out. He's going to have to continue to write letters and let G-Money know what to do. So here's the thing. The move is about to go down. Now G-Money, like I said, he's frivolous and he's reckless. He making a lot of moves, and he having a lot of conversation with people that he ain't got no business having conversations with. He telling people things about what he's gonna be doing before he's able to do them. You know how people talk when they ain't had nothing. You know how people are. You find them people that ain't had nothing, the easiest way to figure out a person that ain't had nothing, they get to talk about what they gonna do before they got something in their hand. A bird in the hand be two in the bush in the day, right? And you need people to keep their mouth shut if you're making the moves. Now here's the thing. Ty, he sent out another note. He tell G-Money, he said, look here, G-Money, I'm pending investigation. These folks ain't gonna let me out. You gotta take care of the business. But this is what I need you to do. I need you to make sure that bruh now understand what's going on. So he said, call the number back and tell them that I'm locked down. Be real cautious and concerned about who you talk to and what's going on, because I don't know how far this goes. But still, make the move. Now, listen to me. If you're running a legitimate business, right, and somebody told you that, look, they're looking at us for selling products that might harm the public, so we might need to not sell those products, right? Now, somebody in the hierarchy of that company, you would hope would say, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're not going to sell any products that's going to hurt our customers, because if we hurt our customers, then we're losing money. It's not about them arresting us. If we hurt our customers, we're losing money, and we don't want to lose our money because we've built up the trust and faith in our customers having in us, right? That's a legitimate comment. But see, when you're dealing in the dirt and somebody tells you, look, we need to be concerned about, you know what I'm saying, this investigation, because people are looking, right? And they might figure out what's going on, right? And don't forget what I told you. The move is the most important thing. It's not the individual, it's the move. But see, when you're in the bricks and you're getting it out the mud, you can't afford to stop and slow it down, because your customers have become accustomed to what you're doing. And when you playing it and getting it out the mud, it's always somebody else that's willing to replace you fast. And that's in the legal world too. But if you ain't got what these folks want, when they want it, and how they want it, man, look here. Somebody will step in, and in this game, if somebody else steps into that place, then they're not going to look to you no more, because they're going to be like, man, we can't depend on you. And it'll go back and forth like that several times. But at the end of the day, who got the product, who moving and shaking? You that guy. You that guy. You the one. You got to be that guy. Now here's the thing. Let me tell you something. Like I said before, when you got that bag, regardless of the charge, right? You that guy. And see, G-Money, he's starting to feel that. See, before, he's just a seller of the dude with the bag. Now, he's starting to think he the dude with the bag. And he's starting to see how people are treating him different, talking to him, and when they pass by him in the hallways and on the compound, what's up, bro? What's going on, G-Money? What's going on, my guy? Hey, fam, how you doing? All of that. It's like all the attention that you could ask for is coming your way. And I'm going to tell you something about being in the penitentiary. If you don't understand what I mean by this, then hit me up in the email on the comment section, and I'll explain it to you a little bit more in detail. But this is what goes on in the penitentiary. Most people in the penitentiary have low self-esteem. They're not going to tell you that. They feel like the word is turned against them. They need validation. And when you're seeking validation, you'll get validation from anywhere you can get it. Right? So when people are telling you all day, what's up, bro? How you doing, bro? Sat down and talking to you, asking you, what's your opinion about this and what you think about that? all of a sudden you're supposed to be smart because you got a bag. Now everybody know who you really are, but now because you got the bag, they treating you like you somebody. Treating you like you somebody. It feels good. Feels good. So now he done got a taste of that liquor. Being validated makes you feel good, makes you feel whole. The validation is coming from the wrong area, but it doesn't matter. Most people are not going to stop and say, I don't care where the appreciation for who I am comes from. I'm just glad that people appreciate me in this space. So now he get to talking more and more about what's going to happen. See, and that's something that you're not supposed to do. Because see, it's not about G money, it's about the move. It's about the move. And look, let me tell you something else. See, the opposition ain't too far away from trying to always find out what you're doing. They are not that far away from trying to find. Always be aware of what they have going on, because they don't play fair. Just like you don't play fair when you're in the bricks. You're always trying to find out who got what, who's doing better than you, and all this and that. See, all that comparison and competing, that's what makes you look at life messed up. But here it is. Here it is. They started kicking it with him. They got him down on the ball. For this is the opposition, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, G-Money, he ain't even got a POA. He just an OSM. But he moving and grooving, right? And brother them looking at him, they telling him, look, slow down with who you talking to and kicking it with. But they know G-Money ain't going to listen, but they tell him anyway, because that way when the violation comes, he can't say, did nobody tell me, bro? Nah, you been told. So he's sitting down on the ball field with the opposition. They break out that liquor, that cookout. I'm talking about you can hold it up to the sun and see straight through it. Ooh-wee, white lightning. I'm telling you, they can do that in here. I'm telling you now, they can do it. Better than Jack Daniels can. I'm telling you what I know now. I'm telling you what I know. I don't drink no more, though. But listen to them. They got him down there. They got him sipping. He feeling good. They fire up a little weed. They get him. He talking. But he's still alert to the point to where, you know, he ain't saying everything. He ain't saying too much. But they keep asking him. And he's recognizing that they're asking him stuff they shouldn't be asking. And all he tell them, man, listen, it's going to be straight. It's going to be straight. It's going to be straight this week. And listen to me. He said this week. Slip up. Slip up. Because when you shaking the spot, you always, no matter what it is, you always say this weekend. You don't say this week. Why is that important? Because what happens on the weekends? On the weekends is visits, right? So whether your move is through the week or not, you always want people to assume that it's coming through the VG. Period. Why is that important? Because it'll throw everybody off. It'll throw everybody off. But now, see, he's feeling a little tipsy. He feeling himself. He think he that guy. He think they drinking with him because he that dude and they mess with him. No. No. They're called the ops for a reason. They are against what you against. They trying to replace you. But see, he ain't got the experience to understand all that. He don't have that foresight to be like, man, I ain't got no business down here with y'all talking like this. If you want to kick it with them, cool, that's one thing. But talking, that's another. Just by virtue of the conversation and the way the conversation was going, he's supposed to get up and left. But he didn't want to get up and leave before the refreshments were gone. He think he getting them, but they getting him. That whole time he was there, he done drank 2 pints and smoked up, and they ain't no telling how much. And they got that one piece of information out of him. But that one piece of information that they got out of him is vital because it told them that it's not going to be the weekend. If they can believe what he's saying is true. So now they're watching. Now they're watching. So he go on back to the unit and he lays down and he goes to sleep. He wakes up the next day, don't think nothing about what he said. Don't think nothing about what he said. Period, point blank. But now he gets another letter from bruh in the hole. Ty. And Ty tell him, he said, look, go holler such and such for me. tell such and such to be on the lookout. Right? Now here's the thing about the move. See, the person that's coming knows who to holler at. Right? But the person that's already there don't know who's going to be hollering at them. But they got certain codes that they got to give to one another to make sure that they're talking to the right person. Why is that important? Because the brother on the other end is in control of that. That way he don't have to say that on the phone. He ain't got to say that in a letter. This person on this end knows what the code is going to be. And the person on this end that's coming knows who they have to get at, right? They know the name of the person because the person work in the area that they're going to be going to, right? Now the person on the other end, Ty, he has that control of that information because him and bro done established this form of communication long before they even started doing this. They're the only two that know all of these codes. You understand what I'm saying? They're the only two that know how that part of the move is going to work. And that's important because that gives them the ability to maintain control over the whole move. And if it don't go down the way they already got it orchestrated to go down, then it won't go down. And that stops people like G-Money from being able to what? Manipulate the move. That stops the administration and people that might be listening from knowing exactly who it is and what's going to be said. Yeah, you might be able to narrow it down by virtue of you know who work here, you know this entry point that's coming here, but you're not going to know exactly when and how. You're just not. And you got to wait for the opportunities. You don't know what a drop-off spot going to be. You don't know none of that. Right? The only person that knows that is on the other end, and the other person that's on the receiving end, they know, and they don't even have to talk. It's understood. Again, the move is what's most important, not the individuals. You understand? It's established. It's like a pipeline. You know what I'm saying? You know, supply chain. When you're talking about getting food to the supermarket and all this and that, they got a supply chain built in where if you miss work, it's still gonna move. It's still gonna move. Chickens still gonna lay eggs. You know what I'm talking about? Chickens are still gonna lay eggs. And they gonna get them eggs to market. You understand what I'm saying? You can be replaced. And that's how the move is. The move is most important. I keep saying that because I want you to let that sink in. The move is most important. Now check this out. G-Money feeling himself. He's starting to make a lot of bad decisions. He's making this. He know how much he got coming in. And he know pretty much how much he's going to get off of. But now he big born. He big born. He talking like he really in charge of something. And word gets back. Anybody that's in the move always have sources of information coming from multiple ways, multiple avenues, right? Because you want people to always keep their ear to the ground for you so you can really know what's going on. Because most people that's going to come to you when you're in the game, most people are not going to tell you the full story unless it benefits them. So if you got multiple people feeding you information from different avenues, you can put that puzzle together and get a complete picture of what's going on, what's really going on. Yeah, it takes work, but that's the life you chose. If you chose this life, then you're going to have to play by those rules. And most of the time, I'm going to tell you, you're going down. You're going down. But those are the rules. That's how the game is played. Okay? So check this out. So Ty, he getting the information. G-Money talking, man. He done said some stuff to the opposition. He moving like he really got something going on and all this and that. But see, Ty mature. It's a mature dude, mature hustler. He's not harmed by that. He's not threatened by that. He's not giving a concern to that. All he's concerned in was the outcome. Has he said or done anything that could cause the move to be compromised? That's the question. That's the question that he needs to figure out the answer to. And he has to be careful how he figures out the answer. So now, we in day 4. We're in day 4 of the pending investigation. 3 more days left. Now tomorrow, the move is going to pop off. It's going to pop off tomorrow. Chain moving. And when we say chain, what we're talking about the buses. You know, that's how they transfer us from prison to prison. If you're in the federal prison, you get transferred by buses and planes. because they fly you from state to state. But if you're in the state facility, it's buses mostly, or vans, you know what I'm saying? But you're driven from place to place. You see what I'm saying? So the buses are moving the next day. So he sent word out there to G Money. Because, bro, he's solidified in the business, so he gonna come straight at it. He said, "Bro, are you talking? I'm hearing you talking. Don't be talking, man." And he said at the end of the little kite, he said, "Don't mess up the move, man." He said the move is how we eat. And see, that's a big warning. And it was almost like when he was reading it, he could hear that ominous sounding music. Dun, dun, dun. You know how in the movies and all this and that? Yeah, it was like that because it was like, don't mess up the mood, bro. This is how we eat. And see, I'm wondering if y'all caught that. I'm going to say it one more time and then I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. But if you caught it, hit me up in the comment section and tell me you caught it. He said, don't mess up the mood, bro. This is how we eat. See, it was the we. The we. He wasn't just talking about him and G Money. G Money just a cog in this thing. He's just a cog in this thing. But this is the thing. See, bruh uses this move from multiple different places. You remember back in episode 1 when I told you that every facility is unique in and of itself, and every facility is known for certain things. You got this facility over here to be flooded with phones. This facility over here to be flooded with the narcotics. This facility over here to be flooded with tobacco, and so on and so on and so on, right? So you got people in play at all of these different areas, and then you got stuff coming in from all of them, right? But this happens to be the move that they were making this day, this week, from that place. And he needed G Money to make sure it worked out right and it was smooth. That way, no hiccups. No hiccups. Because if this gets messed up, then it messes up the move from all the other places. And it's a multitude of individuals that are going to be affected by that. You don't know how high this goes. G Money don't have a clue. So when he reads that, he don't know how to take it. He's not reading between the lines. Bruh, don't mess up the mood. This is how we eat. He not reading between the lines. He ain't got his mind don't even go that high. The elevator ain't going that far to the top. G Money just got put in this by virtue of being bruh settling. And it was a simple thing. Call this number, say this, and then pick up and sit down. See, most people don't work in the simple. They don't even work in the simple lane. They in the complicated lane. They make stuff harder than what it has to be every time. Every time. Not because they don't listen. Not because they don't listen. They don't execute. See, when a person is being put in a position where they don't feel like they matter in most situations, that's how it is in penitentiary. When they get the opportunity to shine, they oftentimes, in the first few times, they oftentimes shine way brighter than they need to be shining. They ain't been schooled yet. They don't understand. But look, you get thrown in the game by necessity. For real. In here. It ain't because, you know what I'm saying, they need you to the point to where they can do without you. Is that they need you because they need you. So now the move is about to go down. The move is about to go down. And here's the thing. The day that the move is about to go down, G Money ain't even paying no attention. They got officers everywhere. And they just walking in and out, speaking, being nice, ain't really, being too overly aggressive. They're trying to play the role like, you know how them undercovers be doing on shows on TV. You'll have somebody in the lobby of the hotel room. They'll be sitting up reading the newspaper. They got the little clip in their ear like they, listening to the phone or some music, but it's really listening to the command central and all this and that. That's how this was. You got officers all day that are normally not in that area, just in and out, in and out. G Money don't know what's going on. He ain't paying no attention to that. They're watching him. but they're also down in the area where the movie's about to go down. They're watching everything because it's about to pop off. But see, they don't know that these are vets. This movie been popping off longer than they even been doing what they do. So the veteran that's brought the pack down, he peeping the scene. He know who he need to holler at. He know what he need to say. And he knows how to say it. But when he sees certain things moving and shaking the way they were moving, he don't say it. He just waits. He waits for the opportunity to say it. And you're going to have to wait to hear what pops off in the next episode. It's been another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, and I say peace, y'all.
I'm getting so tired.